Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be another Shop My Stash. Thank you all for your feedback on the first episode for 2022 that I did a few weeks ago. I really appreciate that. I'm hoping today's Shop My Stash is a little bit faster because you know the drill by now. I pull a few things out of my everyday makeup drawer and then I replace them with a few things from my existing makeup collection. First, I like to recap the products I pulled in last time, so let's hop into that. Firstly, I'm going to talk about the Pixi Glow Mist. This is like the jumbo size, 5.4 fluid ounces. I received this from Look Fantastic and I pulled this because my skin has been so dry and crusty and I'm panning a matte foundation and it just has not been going well, to be honest. But I feel like this does help. So I'm actually, it is like 11 p.m. Please don't mind what's going on my face. It doesn't make you look this glowy when you first apply it, but I am going to actually just keep this in for a little bit longer. It's much more nourishing. It has propolis and argan oil. A nourishing mist, and I agree with those claims. Next, I pulled in the Ofra liquid lipstick in the shade Pasadena. It is what's on my lips, but I also have a gloss on. It's just a beautiful like mauve-y shade. I guess I can swatch it on my hand as well. And this just reminded me that I really do love the Ofra liquid lipstick formula. And it also made me realize that the one I'm trying to pan in my whole collection project pan in their old packaging is super dried out. But I did use this like 3 to 5 times actually over the last few weeks, which considering all the lip products I'm panning is a good but kind of a bad thing because it also took uses away from those if you look at it that way, I guess. But I'm really happy I got some use out of this. Then primer is the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter. The kitten is down here with me and he is so loud. He's getting into everything. So sorry about that. This is only 4 mils of product. I'm way down here. So I also have a full size of this. I'm not going to try and finish it off in this Shop My Stash kind of capacity, but I'm going to put this in the bin where I have the 22 makeup products I want to use in 2022 because those are products I try and fit into like prompts or projects, what have you. And I think I could finish this off relatively easily in a project pan. So that's where that is going to live. Very smoothing, kind of hydrating as well. Really enjoy the primer. Happy to have the full size, but I just really just finished the deluxe mini whatever first. The Dose of Colors Meet Your Hue Concealer in the shade 5 Fair. I pulled this because it's very light, one of the lightest concealers I have, but I knew it would be dry. And oh boy, is it dry. It makes me look so old, even with eye cream underneath it. Like this takes a specific amount of prep and a specific powder to set it in order to look good. And I just don't have time for that. It's so frustrating. And I also feel like this dries darker than it appears. And like when I first apply it, it is this color and then it darkens up. And I don't know if it's the powders doing it or just the concealer drying. I'm not sure. I used this every time I did my makeup since the last Shop My Stash because I'm not panning a concealer right now and I'm just so happy to put this away. And maybe in the summer, like spring, summer, I'll pull it out again and just try and get this used up. This I got in BoxyCharm, but it was actually a product I was really interested in, but based on how dry this is, I had also wanted the foundation, not anymore. Next up, I have the Urban Decay Hydromaniac Tinted blah blah blah. I was using this as a mixing foundation for the matte foundation I'm panning, the ColourPop No Filter foundation. Those worked decently well. It didn't really lighten it up enough while still making good progress because this is a pretty decent shade match for me right now. So it was like mostly this a little dash of the foundation I'm panning, which just, I don't know, didn't really like go that great. But I do like this more now that I've tested it again when it's the right shade for me. I find it very hard to tell if I like a foundation if it's completely the wrong shade. I got the shade 20 Fair, but I bought this in like the summertime and I was fake tanning and I had like a natural tan from outside as well, so I was much darker than I am right now, and this is definitely a winter shade for me, so I need to keep that in mind. I didn't have any eyeshadows. Well, like I pulled eyeshadows, but they're already in projects and I talk about them all the time. So I'm not going to recap those, but I did finish off my ABH brow gel, so we need to pull a new one. That's the only reason I'm showing you this right now. I'm down to 2 brow gels in my collection. I feel pretty good about that. I've taken the stopper out of this 3 separate times, gave the like whole thing a really good stir, and then put the stopper back in because it was just so messy. And after doing that for the 3rd time, and now the wand is completely dried out again, I'm just calling it done. Like, I'm not going to keep fighting with the stopper, putting it in and out over and over again. It's done its time. I've used this hundreds of times. It is my favorite brow gel that I have tried, even though it's expensive. I have bushy, unruly eyebrows. I need something that will really hold it. I would like to try the Patrick Ta one next, but I may go back to this. I haven't found a drugstore or like more affordable option that I like more than this one. But those are all the products I had to recap you on. Let's head over and shop my stash. As always, I like to start in this top drawer here with my shop my stash. As I mentioned before, this is like my backlog domino here. What really wants, okay, to help. Okay, just stay up there. So firstly, Jackie Aina is in my Pan Those eyeshadows, and I'm working on 2 shades, but I've already used this more than 10 times this month, and I've hardly touched my other Pan Those eyeshadows. So I'm going to swap it for the Urban Decay Gwen Stefani palette because I'm working on the blue shade in here. And then the rest of these are going to stay. So I'm working on a pressed powder here. I'm so close to hitting another pan in here. I did hit pan on the eyelid shade, but I'm supposed to be hitting pan on the brow bone shade. So that is super close. I'm also very, very close to 100 uses on my Modern Renaissance, and I would just really like to hit that goal. What are you doing, sir? And then this Ofra Life's a Draft palette in collaboration with Samantha March, I pulled in last time to mostly use the face shades, which I have done. I've used this 6 blush almost every time I've done my makeup. It's absolutely beautiful, a gorgeous glowy winter mauvey blush. I love it so much. And I've actually gotten quite a lot of use out of the eyeshadows as well, as I've been kind of wearing more pinky mauvey tones. This is going to stay because I only have, I think, 2 or 3 more uses left to meet my goal for deck of panning, which is coming up. So I would like to just knock those uses out. And then this got buried under my palettes. I was supposed to use this up, so this is going to have to stay as well. Now, because I only have like 2 more uses left on that where I was using the cheek products, we need to come in here and get some use out of these cheek products that have just been like waiting in limbo. Excuse the blue bag that has like the next size up of clothes for Emmett, but I haven't gotten it organized yet. Now the cat is being noisy. Firstly, for my whole collection project pan, I need to get my 10 uses on this cream blush. It's from Floss in the shade Sandals. So we'll pull that in. And then I have so many bronzers in here. It's ridiculous. I'm on like a bronzer kick for literally no reason. But I would like to get some more uses out of my butter bronzer as I'm fair right now. And it's just a really good neutral, glowy tone. Seriously. So we'll get some use out of that. And then also in Deck of Panning, this Artist Couture highlight in Illuminati. I haven't used it yet, and my goal is to use it 10 times, and the update is coming up in a couple of days. So obviously I'm not going to meet my goal in time for the update, but I should, you know, get a move on this. And I think that's all I'm going to pull for right now. Of course, like this is literally right by where I get ready, so I can use any of these products anytime. I mean, same with my whole makeup collection, but okay. Am I satisfied? I'm not really sure. All right, we're gonna be a little all over the place. I wanna pull a lipstick from this jar. These are lipsticks that I haven't used in a very long time. And I think I want this ColourPop one in the shade Mesmerize. It's a velvet blur. It looks like a really great color for this time of year. Next up, I've reorganized my palettes once again. So I have like mini palettes, Super Shock Shadow singles, and then these are kind of like my favorites, and these are unused. So a palette I just keep thinking about, I really want to use soon. It's one of my newest palettes. It's the ColourPop Smoke and Roses. It is absolutely stunning. It has been requested for me to do a video with this. I'm not really sure what kind of video to film, so if you have any suggestions, you can definitely let me know. I'm definitely open to that. My husband got this for me for Christmas, and I'm so grateful. It is beautiful. And I have been playing with purple and mauves all of February, and I kind of skipped the pinks for Valentine's Day. So I would really like to pull in my BH Cherry on Top palette. And this is what that one looks like. These pans are massive. A gorgeous selection of pinks and reds. I really had fun with this one. I'm excited to reach into it again. The only other new thing I'm really drawn to pulling right now is this pink blush from Bare Minerals. It's in the shade Call My Blush. And I got this as a point perk a really long time ago. I really hope you guys enjoyed shopping my stash with me. I'm very excited about all of my new products. Be sure to let me know what kind of video you want with the ColourPop Smoke and Roses palette. It's been requested by quite a number of people, and I've been filming like one time every 2 weeks lately, but because it's been requested, I would really like to get a video up. So I was thinking of palette bingo, but it's a very monochromatic type of palette, so I didn't know if that would be interesting. Should I test that and a couple of the other ColourPop things I got for Christmas / Black Friday? I have a haul that I will link up in the cards. Yeah, or maybe just like doing my makeup and doing a Q&A. I don't know. You guys let me know what you want to see. I really appreciate that. If you enjoyed today's Shop My Stash, don't forget to give it a thumbs up so that I know, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!